Hey everyone, my name is Seth. You're watching Rayon Tech TV, and today in this session we will be continuing on UI UX development series for Appian. Today I have a special component for you to discuss practically. We have button component, which is nothing but a function called a bank button widget. In a bank button widget, we are actually coding a button and configuring its values and properties that we have to do. So one thing to notice that the button widget is a part of a layout. So this is the exact function which will be a child for the layout. Now, in order to drop a button, you have to put a button widget in a particular layout. So there are two type of layouts. Majorly, we have button layout and we have button array layout. So we will see the button layout and button array layout later. But right now, I'll focus on button widget and showcase. We'll discuss practically on the different properties of button widget. So as you can see, there are various elaborations on the different properties of button widget here. So let's start from the top. We have label, which is nothing but a text. We have style of this button. So there will be different type of styles that we can choose. Appearance of the button behavior. Confirmation message. So on the click of the button, do you have any confirmation message to put up? Value. Is there any value on the click of the button on the associated button when you click on it? Do you have to uh, like update a value to it or not? Save value to it. When you save the value to a variable, so you can bind it on this button click. If you want a button to be clicked and the value to be updated, is this button disabled? You can choose true or false. Is it when this button submits a form after saving a value, so submit should be true, else it should be false. So it depends. You can put submit true or false. Validate. So does this button performs a validation before submitting? So if it is true, then validate like the validations will be activated while submitting, else it will be false. Validation group. Now validate and validation group, they both are a separate technical topic to be discussed, but just to give you a right thin line information, validate is something when you have to validate allow the button to be validated with respect to different inputs on the screen. Validation group is when you want to group a certain input field, a combination of certain input fields, and you want to bind those validations on a particular button, then you have to provide the validation group to this button. Then we have size. Size can be small, standard, or large. Width. So it defines the button width. So there are various configuration which we'll see practically once we'll do it. And then we are having confirmation header. So just like we are having confirmation message, so we are having confirmation header. Do you want to display anything at the top of the confirmation dialog? Confirmation button label. So do you want to display anything other than yes or no on the confirmation button? So you can choose your own confirmation button label. And then visible. Similarly, we are having cancel button label that we can choose up. Next, we are having visibility. So visibility is do you have any conditional variable that you want to uh, update on the basis of which you want to show the button? For example, if age is equals to if age is greater than or equal to 18, then show the button, else you can hide the button. Or if logged in user is with this name, then show the button or hide the button. So you can choose your own custom conditions for visibility. Do you have any icon? You can choose the icons from the list of icons. We'll take care of it later, but yes, you can provide icon to your button. Accessibility text. Accessibility text is used for screen readers. So there are iOS and Android devices, and there are Windows and Linux devices also. So where we are having by default a feature called accessibility screen readers. So screen readers are for those people who are having low vision and they are not able to see the screen of their electronic device properly. Now, when you're coding applications for Appian, so when you're making Appian apps, so what happens? There are various input components which the blind or low vision people can touch, and the screen reader of their phones, the screen reader will speak up on the user input touch. So a blind person may touch a name field and the accessibility text can be coded like, yeah, this is a name. Or similarly, we can bind accessibility text to a button. So it will be like, this is a confirm button. So when the blind person will touch on the button, this is a they will like the screen reader will speak like this is a confirm button. Next we have tooltip. Tooltip is a generic property. Then we are having reCAPTCHA. ReCAPTCHA is something that we can take care of it later. It's like it is having a sub function. That's why I'm not diving deep into this. It's like you have to like like think more about the captcha thing here. Show loading indicator on press. Like, do you have any kind of circular animation requirement when the loading indicator comes up when you click on the button? So by default it is false. You can choose it as true. Rest we are having icon position. Do you want to keep it as a start or do you want to keep it at the ending of the button? Then you can choose any hex color for the button, or you can choose accent, negative, or secondary. So we can focus on the functionality of the button later on, but let's explore the function of like a bank button widget and let's see how it performs. Just to save time, I will grab the code. Okay. This is kind of a generic code. Let me code the button by myself, or let me grab this code. Like, this is a simple code. Let's go back to the previous expression area and drop the code here. So let's start the button widget from scratch. As I told you, button widget is the function which is used to drop the button. But along with the button, you need a layout to hold that button function or the dropped button. So you need either button layout or button array layout. So in the buttons, as of now, we can see that we are having button array layout. So the speciality of button array layout is the buttons will be one beside each other, just like a queue. So we are having a bank button widget here. So let's start from scratch. A bank button widget. Here label will be gray on tech. If you see here, the button start came coming up. Style. There are various styles. I like link. So in link, there will be the button, but the border will be not there. This is a borderless button. It looks like a link. Confirm message. Did you subscribed to Gray on Tech? Then confirm button label. Yes. Cancel button label. No. Submit true. Value true. Save into. Right now I'm not saving it anywhere. Let's see till now how it is behaving. So when we click on this, we'll get a prompt. Did you subscribe to Gray on Tech? Yes or no. So you click on yes, you can put some conditions, or you click on no. That is a confirm button message. So you can modify anything. Like right now I have pressed I have pressed the confirm button. So I'm getting yes or no. I can write like yeah or nah. Test again. So as you can see, whatever I'm writing as a custom message, I'm getting in response. So this is something that we can use as a button to drop. This is the code for button widget. Later on, in the coming examples, we'll be discussing more on the button and how the different styling works. Instead of this link, whether we can put a hex code or not, what are the various properties, tool tip, and loading indicator and stuff. If you really like my explanation, don't forget to subscribe. Drop a comment if any topic is something that you're not able to understand. I'll try to cover in the new lectures. Don't forget to like this video, and this is my only fuel of motivation. Spread this video series to your friends who are learning Appian, and yeah, stay in touch. Till then, I'll see you in next lecture.